Goodnight, Paris by C. Richard. Once upon a time, in a quiet little rooftop nook somewhere in Paris, tucked between chimney pots and swaying clotheslines, there lived an orange cat named Luna. Luna was no ordinary cat. Her fur was the colour of apricot jam warmed by the sun, and her eyes sparkled like little moons. She wore a pink bow, her whiskers twitched with curiosity, and her paws were so soft that not even a mouse could hear her coming. She loved Paris more than anything, especially just before bedtime. Every evening, just as the sky turned the colour of violet macarons and the stars began to peek out one by one, Luna stretched her legs, yawned a sleepy meow, and leapt from her windowsill onto the rooftops. It was time for her special job to say goodnight to all her favourite people in the City of Light. First stop, the boulangerie, where the scent of warm croissants, sweet brioche, and golden baguettes drifted through the shutters. Inside, the baker, Monsieur Dupont wiped flour from his hands and peeked out the window just in time to see Luna land with a soft thump on his windowsill. Bonsoir, good night, Monsieur Dupont, Luna purred, swishing her tail. Monsieur Dupont smiled, his cheeks rosy and dusted with flour. Bonsoir, ma chère Luna. Sleep well, mon petit chat. Luna purred louder, breathing in the cozy smells vanilla, cinnamon, and just a little melted butter. The smells wrapped around her like a warm blanket. Next, Luna padded past the corner bookshop, where a soft golden light glowed through the windows, and the owner was placing one last book in the display. Luna smiled and said, "Good night, books." Then she arrived at the opera, with its stone lions and twinkling lights. On the grand marble steps stood Madame Celeste, still in her sparkling gown, humming the last note of her aria. Her voice floated like a dream through the cool night air. "Bonsoir, Madame Celeste." "Good night," Luna purred, brushing gently against the folds of her dress. The opera singer crouched down and stroked Luna's soft head. "Bonsoir, ma belle Luna. Did you hear the music tonight?" "Yes, it was wonderful," Luna replied. The music was like clouds drifting across a quiet sky. On she went, her paws making no sound on the old stone alleys. Ivy curled around the lampposts, and little balconies overflowed with sleepy flowers closing their petals for the night. Good night, flowers! She came next to a tiny glowing restaurant, nestled beneath twinkling fairy lights. The air smelled of garlic, rosemary and roasted tomatoes. Outside, people sat at little tables with red check cloths, sipping their drinks and dipping bread into bowls of soup. The waiter spotted Luna immediately. With a cheerful smile, he set down a saucer of cream by the warm stone steps. Bonsoir, Mademoiselle Luna, he said, bowing slightly. She listened to the quiet clinking of silverware and the murmur of gentle conversation. A little girl nearby noticed her and whispered, Bonsoir, Kitty, reaching out her tiny hand. Luna gave her a soft nuzzle. As she padded away, she listened to the soft jazz piano play. A sleepy, slow tune followed her down the lane like a lullaby made of notes. Down a narrow lane, past the flower shop closing up for the night, Luna arrived at the fountain in the square. There stood Marcel the mime, perfectly still beneath the moonlight, his white face calm and peaceful, his striped shirt neat, his scarf fluttering in the breeze. When Luna appeared, Marcel's face lit up like the stars. "Goodnight, Marcel," Luna said. He pretended to paint a little portrait of her in the air, complete with a tiny crown and sparkly whiskers. Luna gave a proud swish of her tail and sat perfectly still while he framed her in his invisible gallery. Near the edge of the square, a ballerina danced in the moonlight, twirling in a pretty dress. She danced gracefully as twinkling Paris lights danced with her. "Good night, Miss Ballerina," the ballerina replied. "Good night, Luna." Then the flower seller was packing up her cart, tying the last bouquet with a pink ribbon. "Bonsoir, Luna," she said gently. "Would you like a bit of lavender for your dreams?" Luna purred as the woman set a tiny sprig of lavender beside her paw. The scent was soft and sleepy, like the end of a lullaby. When Luna returned home, she ate dinner. A wonderful plate of meatballs and fresh pasta. The smell of basil and tomato sauce filled the air, and Luna ate every last bite. When supper was done, Luna took a bubble bath with the lavender that she received. The bubbles floated around her bathtub, and she watched from her window as Paris became sleepier and sleepier. At last, Luna got into her bed. It was fluffy and dilled with feathers, warm and cozy. Her favourite spot to sleep. Below, the cafes glowed like lanterns. The jazz band began to play a quiet, dreamy tune. Soft drums, a sleepy piano, and a slow swaying rhythm that made the whole city seem to rock gently. The Eiffel Tower shimmered with lights like a golden lace curtain glowing against the night sky. Luna circled once, twice, then curled into a cozy ball on her bed of clouds. Her tail wrapped over her nose. The sprig of lavender lay beside her, and the sleepy music drifted on the air. And just before she fell asleep, Luna whispered, "Good night, Paris."